Southwest. Look at the clouds below us. This is a Southwest flight. I forget. I don't know, 1945 or something like that. Sunday, September 21st, Hartford, Connecticut, Southwest, 3:10 p.m. Hartford, Connecticut, beat Bradley Airfield to Baltimore, Washington International, and we're flying directly over the Atlantic Ocean. Absolutely gorgeous today, absolutely gorgeous. It's almost over, this flight. We're about to go down into Baltimore, Washington, and all the clouds are out there. All I can really see is the engine, but you know what? It's reassuring because this plane, the Southwest 737, it can fly with one engine, but I would rather have it have two. Not only would I rather have it have two, I'd rather have two working. You could fly with one down, you can fly with one working. But ask Captain Sully of the, what was he? I forget what airline Captain Sully was, but he landed that plane like a boss into the Hudson River, right along New York City, which, by the way, just upstream, between the George Washington Bridge and Pier 88. Pier 88 is where we actually catch the cruises, NCL, Getaway, Joy. We took my wife and I went to around July last year. We took the Joy to Bermuda, absolutely gorgeous. We took the Carnival Venezia, May 17 to 27, Memorial Day, 2024, and that's where all the fish were. The sharks and stuff. And I think I did a video when we were going over Atlantic City talking about the sharks. It was a glorious and magical day, and I'll never forget in my life. But anyway, right now we are all cloudy, and we're about to land in Baltimore. What a welcome. Holy cow, what a welcome. Hey, Baltimore, you mind moving the curtains out of the way so we could see your city? Just kidding. Just kidding, Mother Nature. These clouds are actually pretty cool, too. It's like we're floating on them. It's a good flight, at least. We got two engines, and they're both working. The pilots are doing good. They talked to us. We got a good flight. But these clouds mean when we go to land, it's going to be bumpy as heck. So I'm going to go ahead and end this, and we're going to land at Baltimore, and then I got to catch a connecting flight, and we're going to be away from the East Coast shore, and I am going to go to flying from Baltimore to Cleveland today because I'm going to Cuyahoga Falls, which is an Indian place, and the falls are beautiful, and I've never been there, and I'm flying into Cleveland. I'm driving to Cuyahoga Falls today because that's where my headquarters is for the company that I just started working for, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I saw it on the map and saw some Googling, and it's gorgeous, and I can't wait to get there. And look, we're now going into the clouds, and I thought I'd end this video, but it is kind of cool that we're going into these cotton balls because it's so clear right now. And it's going to get bumpy as heck, because I remember that. I haven't flown in a really long time, probably since 2007, business travel. And here we go. Here comes the bumps. I remember this very well. The good part is once we get through this, we'll actually see something in Baltimore. It'll be cloudy in Baltimore, but it's going to be bouncy, and we're starting to bounce right now. I can feel it a little bit. Oh, we just went up and down. Beautiful, beautiful. We're in the clouds, but it's still a good flight. It's still a great flight. It's actually a glorious flight. It's a magical flight because I just saw the entire East Coast from Long Island Sound to the Delaware Bay. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And now we're over to Delaware Bay, and we're headed into Baltimore, Washington in the clouds. So I don't know what's wrong with Baltimore. They won't let us see it. Mother Nature won't let us see it. And it's kind of funny because once I land there, I got to have a connecting flight, so I got to be running again. And then I'm going to be going to Cleveland. Probably not much of a, I don't know. Can't wait to see Cuyahoga Falls. Can't wait to see my headquarters. Can't wait to see a lot of things. But here we go. We're dipping down here. We're turning, which means we probably got permission to land at the airport. We're probably final. What's that called? I haven't flown in so long I forget the term. Not final destination, but final. Where you check your seat trays and all that stuff, upright the seats, and final approach. Sorry, I didn't remember that, but I haven't flown really business since 2007. Personal, My wife and kids, 2 boys, went to that park in Orlando. That little park in Orlando. What's it called? Universal Studios. Before Epic Universe opened up, which opened up this year. We were there last year. No, we weren't. We were there in 2022, and we saw the signs for Epic Universe, and we saw it starting to be built, which is really funny because it was only a parking lot with like a couple construction areas, and now here it is. Today, September 21st, 2025, and Epic Universe has already been open since what? May, June, July, August, September. It's been open for 4 months, and that place is gorgeous. And that's the last time I flew. Anyway, stupid story. But we flew and we loved it. And my son wanted to see Paul McCartney. So we went to Orlando and we saw Paul McCartney in the Camping World Stadium. Glorious. That was an awesome show. I think it was 2022 or... No, it wasn't 2023. It was 2022. Because in 2023, my wife and kids, we took our first cruise out of New York City on the getaway, NCL getaway to, I forget where we even went. I know we went to Bahamas, Nassau, but that was by mistake. Not by mistake. It was itinerary change because we couldn't get into Bermuda because the waves were way too big, and the ship would have freaking sank probably because the waves were so... No, they wouldn't sank, but everybody would have been sick. So instead, we went down south on the getaway. We hit Port Canaveral first in Florida, so we did Cocoa Beach, and I also took the wife and kids on an alligator adventure through the swamps, and we saw some huge alligators on an airboat, gigantic 10-footers, huge. Anyway, after that we went out to the Caribbean. We went to their private island on that getaway cruise in March 2023, spring break cruise. Probably not the best idea when you have 2 kids, 2 boys, and a bunch of people from Yukon drinking tequila. But you know what? My son seemed to have a fun time, so I'm not going to say anything. My son's 21, and he had a blast. And I think, oh look, the clouds are clearing up, and there was only a few bumps. Still a glorious flight, and we got water under us right over this jet engine. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm going to guess here. I'm guessing that's the Chesapeake Bay because we already went over Delaware Bay. But it could still be... No, it can't be Delaware Bay still because we're heading to BWI and there's a problem. Not a problem. We already went over Delaware Bay, so it has to be Chesapeake Bay. And by the way, there's so much water under us, it's either Atlantic Ocean or Chesapeake Bay or both because it's huge. And since we're flying to Baltimore, most likely it's Chesapeake Bay because Chesapeake Bay is absolutely huge. They launch cruise ships from Philadelphia. They launch cruise ships from Baltimore. Baltimore, like city, I-95, right near the where our flag's still there. I forget the name of the park, and I feel stupid for not knowing. Really stupid for not knowing. It's not Fort Meade, I don't think, but anyway, it's where the Star Spangled Banner was written by, I think it's Francis Scott Key. It's right out, the Baltimore Cruise Terminal is probably like, I don't know, 10 miles away, if that, right on the water. Same water where the Revolution was fought. I don't know who came to save us as a country then, but it was pretty fun. At least we got to where we are now. At least we became independent. I don't like the taxes, but anyway, I'm not going to get political. There's no sense. There's no reason. I don't care who your guy is. I don't care who my guy is. Depending on whatever you think, when we, in the end, no matter what, whoever is in office, we all become a little less richer. Not a little less fortunate, just a little less monetarily richer. Which is funny because you don't really need, what a view that came out there. You don't really need a lot of money to be happy and live rich. You don't have to have a big paycheck to live rich. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm seeing clouds and then I'm seeing beautiful clear sky, so we're almost done with the clouds. We're probably low, and we're hooking back around to the left, so I'm going to say we're probably got a runway now, and we're hooking around and getting lined up with that runway because we're pretty low too, but that's okay. Everything's going absolutely perfect. Beautiful flight, even though we're in clouds right now. It's still not bumpy. So they must not be, I don't know, have a lot of moisture in them or something, but rain clouds, I don't know. It's pretty wet though. There's a lot of rain on that engine. Oh, I love when it clears up like this, because the next thing you know, you'll be landing, and we'll be landing in Baltimore. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful on this September 21st, 2025, the Lord's Day, Sunday. Or you could even say it in the Old English as, in the day of our Lord, September. Oh, I don't know how it goes. In the day of our Lord on the 21st of September, 2025. Landing in Baltimore at, it's 4:15 now. I'm going to say we'll be on the ground probably by about 4:30. And I am done. Back to full clouds. After this, we're probably going to have land, and we're going to be landing. So, thank you for watching on this Lord's Day. Or, should I say, in the day of our Lord, September 21st, 2025. God bless you. May you enjoy your Lord's Day as much as I am enjoying mine, especially with my angels under the wings holding this plane up, just so we don't, go down or anything, or any engines go crazy, stop working. I guess I could say that we have a pilot and a co-pilot, and my God is my co-pilot, and not only is he my co-pilot, he's the best. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. Lord be with you. And I'm out.